The following portion of the Arizona Daily Mix is sponsored by Mazvo Auto Car Care Center.
With the valley growing in population, we need to refresh our driving skills and make sure our cars are up to being on the road. And who better to help us than the car guy himself, who sits crooked but talks straight about car care. That's Shahey of Mazvo Auto Car Care Center. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning, Brad. I'm doing great. How about yourself, good sir?
You know what? I am doing okay because I got to work safely. As we know that it's getting crowded out there. It's that time of year. We have the snowbirds coming and going, kind of interesting, or some staying. So let's talk, of course, about speed harmony out there.
Yeah, speed harmony is real crucial because a lot of us are so focused on other things, distractions, texting, radio, whatever the case may be, looking around. When you're going onto a speed ramp or merging in the traffic, speed harmony is basically like dancing. You got to make sure that you're stepping with your partner. So when you're speeding up, make sure you immediately go to the same speed as the other vehicle and then merge in. Stopping short or trying to accelerate faster to beat the other car is not the right thing to do. You definitely want to just gently merge in. That's the speed harmony. Otherwise, if you try and step on toes, you're going to get into an accident. So don't do that. Harmony is key.
I like that. And with that said, let's talk about yield but don't freeze. I hate it. I hate it. I'm going to yell at people who stop on the ramp going onto the highway. It's called merging. You go. Don't freeze, right?
Absolutely, 100%, because what happens is, and again, on defense of most of those drivers, you got to take into consideration, are they older, are they younger, are they inexperienced, but they get intimidated, especially if they're getting on that and they see another car coming, they think, oh my God, I'm going to get hit. Not true, just go. It will be able to blend right in. So do not, if you stop short, you are causing a major accident. That is a complete no-no. Do not stop short. Just go, accelerate. They will slow down, and you will eventually have your opening to get in. Remember that. You have the control as well. It's not them just only in control. You, together, it's pure harmony.
Yeah, I like that. There it is. Okay, let's talk about the 3 to 5 second rule. What's this one?
3 to 5 second rule is basically, think of the car length. So when you're going to stop or going to merge or try and swerve between lanes, 3 to 5 second rule is just 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. As that car switches over, go. If you don't do that in your head, you're going to get in and you're probably going to clip somebody, because don't forget, as you're merging, they may stop short because of another traffic. But if you allow them that freedom, that pause, that space of 3 to 5, 1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, and merge right in. I know it sounds like, wow, am I going to really talk that in my head? But if you do that, eventually you'll just get used to it, where you don't even have to chime in your own sound in your brain. You'll just do it naturally. So 3 to 5 second rule to pause to allow that actual blend into traffic.
I like this. Okay, we know our mirrors are only used to put on makeup and to pretty much just make sure there's kids still in the back seat. But that's not the case when we're on the road. Our mirrors are to check, but we're not supposed to just rely upon them, right?
No, absolutely not. And obviously, you got to make sure that you have this center mirror adjusted exactly where you need to be. And of course, this one. I've said it before in many of our episodes together, is that make sure that this side view mirror is pointing to the very far corner of this bumper, and the same on the other side. That way your blind spot is covered. So don't just go, oh yeah, there's no car there. Actually turn around and do the look over and make sure that, yes, there is nobody there. And then as a backup, you can double check, yes, my blind spot is correct. It's good. Look up. And this is all seconds. A lot of people think it takes a long time. It doesn't. Just boom, boom, turn around, you're done.
Yeah, very important right there. Okay, this is something that people have to realize. This is a law, but we don't like enforce or anything, and that is your turn signal. No matter what, you're supposed to use that. I didn't realize that.
Yes, absolutely. Turn signals are crucial, especially if, as we all know, downtown, especially here, 7th Street, 7th Avenue, we have those reverse lanes. And if you don't use your turn signal, nobody's psychic. I'm not going to know which direction you're going. And especially if you're hitting the brake nonstop and you're stop, go, stop, go. I'm looking at your brake lights like Christmas lights. That's not good. And I don't know which direction you're going. That turn signal, and ahead of time, make sure you do it ahead of time. 2, 3 car lengths ahead of time. It's okay. That way you tell the other person who's impatient to say, look, I'm about to turn. Do what you got to do, but let me do what I got to do.
Yeah, and also to please people, if you are a little lost and you're not for sure where your street is, Go ahead and turn the blinker on, because I hate when people are saying, oh, that's my turn, and then they turn. It drives me crazy. I just want to okay, this is very important, and it's called patience, 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 and that is respect the solid line.
Yes. Oh, my goodness. That solid line is there for a reason. And a lot of people don't understand, oh, it's just a solid line. I'm allowed to turn. No, you can't. That solid line says you're not allowed to turn. So when you're going into, like, oh, my God, the coffee places where it's short, whether it's Dutch Brothers or Starbucks or whichever one, you want to turn in instead of going to the end and turning around, you cheat by crossing that solid line. That is not good. If a police officer sees you, you are going to get a ticket because that's an illegal turn. So respect that solid line and actually turn where you're supposed to, where it's perforated, or turn around and make your U-turn. I know we're all busy, but patience is going to save your life.
I know. All right, we got to wrap it up, but I do got to say this is not on your list, but don't you recommend, no matter what age you are, no matter who you are, you should actually look up to where you're going and not rely upon the apps. Am I right? Because those are more distracting and you get lost easier.
100%. Absolutely. Old school, just actually focus and pay attention. Distraction is the #1 key. And apps are a distraction, especially if they chime or they're connected to music or emojis that pop up and say, there's a police officer down the road. Not good. Focus and stay focused to where you're not distracted.
There it is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the man, the myth, the legend himself who sits crooked but talks straight to us about car care, Mr. Shahay of Mazvo. And don't forget, you can go over to his website and pick up his new book, Car Confidential. I highly recommend it as a great gift for anybody. So, Shahay, thanks for being on with us. All right. Stick around. We got more of the mix coming up after this.
The preceding portion of the Arizona Daily Mix was sponsored by Mazvo Auto Car Care Center.